Rights and duties between the husband and wife. How beautiful is our Sharia that it drew a line between the dignity and rights of the husband, the dignity and the rights of the wife, the rights of the in-laws, the rights of the children. And I want to start by saying, when we talk about rights and duties, listen carefully. When we talk about rights and duties, this is not what relationships are based on. You might ask me, what do you mean? Then why are there rights and duties? Do you know when the rights and duties, or maybe the rights, do you know when the rights are talked about between a couple? When there is conflict. When there's conflict between them and there's no solution, that's when the mediator or the judge or the family comes back and says, okay, let's see what Islam says about your right and her right. That's the only time we go to rights. The other reason we have rights and obligations is so that you, whether you're a husband or a wife, if there is conflict with the in-laws and the family or your siblings or whatever it is, you've got a basis, you've got a standard by which you can work with. So you know this is the bottom line. This right is the bottom line. So you don't feel guilty if you need to tell your mother, for example, if you're the son and you need to tell your mother, mother, I love you and I'm here for you no matter what. But this is a boundary which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had written as a right for my wife. You can tell your wife, I love you and you're everything to me, but this is the boundary that Allah had written for my mother, and so on. And she can tell her husband the same thing. So it's something to fall back on in the time of conflict. Otherwise, who's right and who's wrong? We'll just keep going in circles. So there is a standard, and the standard that we take it from is from who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why from Allah? Because He created the man and the woman. And who knows best about the man and the woman? Allah. You don't go to a hairdresser if you've got a heart problem, and you don't go to the cardiologist if you want to get a hairstyle. You go to each person according to their expertise. You go to the manufacturer of your car because they know best. You go to a mechanic for your car. You don't go to a shoemaker. You don't go to a blacksmith. Allah, who created the man and the woman, knows best. And our morals, our standards are based on that. Alhamdulillah.